Get started in just a minute, guys. What's good, guys? Everyone hop on. Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome. If you guys want to put in the chat where you guys are from, that would be dope. I'm going to break down the markets for everyone and show you what I see happening in the near future. And we'll go from there. Okay, guys. So first off, I want to go over the news that we have. One thing that I like to do with news is Forex Factory is obviously where I'm going to get my news from. But what I'm doing is I'm going to this filter tab right here. And all I really like to have is the high impact news checked. We can see that this is high impact news, medium impact news, and low impact news. So for the low and medium impact news, they're not going to have the biggest effect on the market, so I don't have those checked. We can see for event types, all the event types are fine. I want to have all the event types, but I really want to figure out for the currencies, what are the pairs that I'm going to be trading? Do I trade AUD USD? Maybe I have USD CAD. So since I trade indices like NAS100, US30, and the SP500, all I need is USD. So I'm going to click none. I'm going to click USD and then click apply filter. Now we can see we have all this data right here that's giving us confirmation on what news events are coming out, and we can go through past news events, whatever we want to do. But I want you guys to see something right now. It's 1:37. This is on the EST time zone. In California, where I am, it's 10:44. So we can see that this news had just came out. Fed Chair Powell speaks. Now, when Fed Chair Powell speaks, I don't trade on this day. He makes the market go absolutely berserk, and you guys are going to see in just a second what I mean. So I'm looking at this, and I can see that he's speaking at 12 p.m. So therefore, I'm not going to be trading at that time. So I want to actually go through and show you guys. Let's go over the news a little bit more. So tomorrow we don't have news. Monday we don't have news. But Tuesday is the next news event. We have Flash Services PMI and Flash Manufacturing PMI. So I'm probably going to stay away from that. But hey, the way that we can see whether that news is going to have like a really major effect on the markets or it's just going to be so-so is we can go to this folder and we can see all the past dates that we had this news. And we can basically go to that date. So August 23rd. So August 23rd at 9:45. We can go right here to August 23rd. And then we'll be able to see, okay, so this is when the news came out right here. More than likely, this is when the news, or that's the 24th. So this is most likely the news right here, this candle. So Flash Services PMI and manufacturing, this didn't have like a crazy effect on the market. So in the future, I'm most likely going to trade that as well because all it did when the news came out is just made the market go up even more. Okay. So now what I want to do is I want to go back to current time. Let's go to the 19th. So once again, we did just have this news. Fed Chair Powell spoke today. So look at the fucking effect on the markets. If I see something like this happening in the markets, I'm not going to trade this. This is non-negotiable. I don't want to be trading markets like this. They're super erratic and they're all over the place. So therefore, I'm going to say, do you know what? I'm good. I'm not going to trade those markets. But what I want to do is a quick overview of the markets, and the best way to do this is by going on the daily time frame to get some feedback. So with indices like US30, NAS100, and the S&P 500, they're known to just keep going in one trend. They're known to go in an uptrend. So if you could see for the past couple of years, price is just going up and up and up and up. So we have this high. This right here is our high that was hit. We can see this high right here was hit, and it wasn't broken. So price, we have this other lower high right here, and we can kind of see that the market's falling. So at this point in time, my overall bias for the S&P 500, for US30, and all these other indices is most likely going to be to go short. So looking at US30, we're going short. We're forming these lower lows and lower highs, and we can just see that the market's going in a downtrend. So hypothetically, we could probably see price go down to this next low right here. That's most likely what's going to happen because we have this high right here. This is what we're most likely looking at for US30. So I would be looking for shorts on US30 if I was going to be trading it. I have been kind of staying away from US30. I've been more so on the NASDAQ and the S&P 500 just because they aren't as volatile. But the same thing, we have NAS100, it's going down. We have this double top right here, and then it pushed down to this previous support right here. It actually broke it right here. Now it's coming back to retest, and look at all the candles are closing bearish. So at this point in time, my bias for NAS100, I would be going short. I'd most likely be looking for sells. S&P 500, very, very important to notice, but look how we have this double top right here and right here. So price formed this nice M pattern. It's more than likely just going to go right down to this previous support right here. So it's very important that when you're looking at these indices that you overall get a framework on what the markets are actually doing. Are we in an uptrend? Are we in a downtrend? Ideally, what's going on? And recently, what I've been doing is I've been more so on these lower time frames, or like lower but higher time frames. Like I'm trading off the minute 15 lately, the minute 30, and the hour 1. Those are like my time frames that I'm looking at. So previous day drop down, we can see a lot of consolidation. But what's very important to look at and to see here is we had this low right here. Notice how today we hit that low and we broke it. So we have this nice bearish candle right here. It's very, very smart for you guys when you're trading to see how the previous days align. Just because I'm not trading today, that doesn't mean that I'm going to get feedback for tomorrow. So I'm going to see how this day closes, and it's going to close in 3 hours and 10 minutes. So once this day closes, tomorrow morning, once I'm trading, I'm going to be able to look at this and get feedback, and it's going to tell me exactly what I'm going to do for the next day. So tomorrow we don't have any news, which is very, very nice, but I'm going to definitely be a little skeptical on what's going to happen because of what happened today with this news. It's hitting this resistance and this support. It's all over the place right now. So it's very important that we're just smart and we're not forcing anything. And lately with my trades too, I'm looking for very, very high quality trades. I don't just want to take any trade. So I would suggest that you guys do the same thing. But overall for indices, we're looking more so on the downside. I'd be looking for shorts. Definitely do your own analysis. Let me know what you guys think. But the higher time frames like the daily and the 4 hour are going to give us a lot of feedback. I do like the 4 hour, and the reason to why I like it is because there's this candle right here. This candle is a 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. candle. So it opens at 2 a.m. and then closes at 6 a.m. So right after this candle closes, 30 minutes after that candle closes, is the market open. So we're going to be able to get a lot of confirmation. Okay, what happened for the last 4 hours? Were we pushing up or are we pushing down? What kind of feedback and intel are we getting that's going to help us formulate our bias on what we're going to do? So a lot of the time when I'm trading, guys, I'm doing a top-down analysis going from the daily time frame. Previous daily candles bearish. So these higher time frames, like the daily time frame, they have the most control. they're going to tell us what's going to happen versus a 4 hour, 1 hour. But usually, most of the time, I'm going from the daily to the 4 hour to the 1 hour, and then I'm going to end on the 30-minute or the 15-minute time frame. So it's very important that you guys understand and get data on what days you should and shouldn't be trading, because after all these months and years of trading indices, I've gotten feedback and I figured out, all right, I'm definitely not going to be trading on this day. So imagine if I showed up today and I tried trading this would be a straight shit show. I would have got stopped out. I would have for sure lost money today versus me knowing in the past, okay, well, last time I traded this, I lost money and it didn't go the way that I wanted, so I'm not going to trade it in the future. So the best way to do it is just go through all these news events with the red folders, click the little folder right here, see the last times that we had these news events, and then go through and back test it and see, okay, well, did it have a really big effect on the markets? Like when Powell spoke today, did it do something like this? Or did it have a really like calm effect? Like let's say there's news right here and this is the news. Did it just go with the trend? Because a lot of the times when news comes out, all it's going to do is just going to continue with the trend that we're already in. So if we're in a downtrend, the news will just push it even further down. If we're in an uptrend, the news will just push it up even more. So I want you guys to really take notes of all this stuff and understand exactly why we're going to trade some type of news and why we're not going to trade some type of news. But for you guys in the future, if you trade indices, I would not trade when Fed Chair Powell speaks because it rocks the market. And if you guys want to watch like when that news comes out, what you can do is download the app CNBC. And then let me see if I could find it. Because I think when he spoke today, you guys can see it. Yeah, so if you guys download the CNBC app, and then I think if you go to CNBC TV, you can actually see when he's speaking. So let's see if I can find it. Yeah, here it is. Look at this. So if you guys can see my screen, you guys can see exactly what happened when he spoke today.
What are you investing in?
So I can watch exactly when he's live and what he's saying, everything.
Disciplined investments.
So it's pretty cool stuff. But this is very important because we have like the technical side of trading, which is looking at the charts. Then we have the fundamental side of trading, which is figuring out like news, politics, things like that. And then we have the psychology side that's working on yourself. So we can't really control the fundamental or the technical side, but we can control the psychological side. And that's where I created the series on my YouTube, the psychology series. So you guys definitely need to watch that. I dropped the first video yesterday. We're dropping another video tomorrow. Definitely stay up to date with these videos. But guys, I will see you guys later. I'm thinking about going live on YouTube even more. So I hope you guys enjoy these live streams. Subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell if you don't already have it on so you know like when I'm going to go live next. But guys, I will see you later. Peace out.